Hey guys, just thought I'd do a quick video today to talk about one of the the biggest cons in the history of warfare. This is nuclear weapons. Yes, nuclear weapons, Trident, Polaris. For any of you who don't know some of the details of these sorts of devices, you're talking about a missile with 6 or 8 maybe separate warheads, each capable of homing in on a separate target, creating a fireball 20-30 miles in diameter, vaporizing everything in the immediate vicinity, and contaminating the land for hundreds if not thousands of years to come beyond their use. Okay? A single British nuclear missile sub has more firepower on board than has been released ever in the history of war. Mull that over for 1 second, okay? More firepower on one British nuclear missile sub, ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missiles, more firepower than has ever been released, ever, in the history of war. Add up every single bomb, every single bullet, every single explosive device, incendiary device, everything that has ever been launched, ever, on one submarine. One submarine. And what fucking use are they to us? Let's be honest, let's really think about this. Does anybody really know what would happen if one person, one state, with one nuclear weapon decided to launch an attack on another place? Let's just think about it for 1 minute, right? Let's imagine, just for argument's sake, let's imagine Pakistan has one nuclear weapon, and he decides to launch that nuclear weapon at the US. So the US detect the launch of this device and they decide, right, well, we're going to launch our nukes back. So the US launches its nukes aimed at Pakistan. Pakistan's allies see that US has already launched their missiles, so Pakistan's allies decide then to launch their missiles back at America. America's allies detect these launches and they decide to launch all their missiles at everybody who just launched an attack at America. Everybody's missiles passes each other in the air and boom, everybody's fucked. Everybody. You don't win. Nobody wins. We all lose. So please tell me what the point in this is. Nuclear weapons are the only thing, the only war weapon that we have ever had in the history of humanity that only works when they're not being used. Think about this. How stupid is this, right? When nuclear weapons aren't being used, they are working. However, the moment you have to use them, they've ceased to work. They've ceased to fulfill their function. The only time they are useful to us is if they are doing nothing. Nothing. The moment you have to use them, they have ceased to fulfill their function. They become useless when you use them. Think about that. Think about how much money's being poured into these things. I mean, by this reasoning, you don't even need to actually have them. You just need everyone else to think that you've got them. As long as they think you've got them, and they think that you're going to use them, even though nobody would, because everybody knows that we'd all be fucked if we used them. It's like a grand Mexican standoff with all the countries in the world holding a pistol at each other's head, but knowing that the moment they pull that trigger, after they hear that bang and everyone else hears that bang, they've got about 6 minutes for everyone else to pull the trigger as well. It's ridiculous. I mean, that makes no logical sense for anybody to have these weapons. They're a bane and a blight on humanity. The sooner we all realise how stupid they are, the better. Nuclear weapons are like saying, fuck you, and fuck everybody you've ever known, and fuck everybody you could ever know. Take a real long hard think about nuclear weapons before you start berating people who turn around and say, you know what, no, I wouldn't press the button. Because they're not alone. Do some research, find out how close we've come to nuclear Armageddon before. Find out. Have a look, do some reading. Because there's been at least 2 occasions when that button could have been pushed, and thank fuck we have had some real human being at the other end who's really understood the enormity of what they were supposed to be doing, and turned around and said, you know what, I think I'm going to double check this and make sure. Because if I push this button, I'm not just killing my enemies, I'm killing everybody. Everybody, friend, foe, stranger, everybody. Ridiculous devices. Any one of you out there who supports them, you need to go and give your head a wobble. Anyway, rant over. Peace and love to you all. If you like what I have to say, come and find me at funfarefortheConscious.blogspot.co.uk. You can find me at the UK Transition Network on Facebook, the People's Party. And if you're one of those people that's sick of blaming everybody else, that's sick of waiting for some fairy god politician to change the world for you, come and join us at lawfulbank.com. This is about more than just economics. We need you to help us become the face of the unity movement. We want to bring everybody together, every thread. Banking, politics, science, technology, spirituality, every single thread of the unity movement, all together in one place, and we need you to help us find a name for this. What do you think we should be? Come and join us at lawfulbank.com. Namaste to you all. I hope you all have a great day.